G'day there, Intuitive Coach for Coaches here, Margaret. So I predominantly deal with, on a daily basis, coaches that are just starting out on their coaching journey, and they're trying to navigate their way through the trees to find their ideal client and get paid their true value now. So if that sounds like you, welcome aboard. You've come to the right place. So I just wanted to drop in and ask you this quick question because it really made me sit up and take notice. So here, I thought that this might be a helpful question for you to ask yourself around your coaching business as well. So here goes. What if I was to tell you or to ask you, what if you had to do nothing else but to believe that just breathing in and out was enough? That's right. What if I was to tell you that being yourself and living your life was enough? How would that change everything? And I mean everything. How would that change the way that you spoke to yourself at 3 o'clock in the morning? How would that change the way that you showed up for yourself in your care routine in the morning? How would that show up for you in your exercise routine? How would that show up for you in the way that you nourished your body or withheld food? How would that show up for you in the way that you spoke to your kids or your husband or your dog or your community leaders or your church members? How would that show up for me as I'm talking to myself about myself always doing things wrong? You see, we can always look for something to berate ourselves about. But what if I said to you, it's okay now, and all you have to do is think, how could I learn to accept that I don't have to be anyone or do anything to quantify or to qualify being enough? What if I was to say to you, hey man, you're already enough? What if I was to say to you, did you know that you don't have to do anything more for anyone to love you? That's right. You don't have to do anything more for anyone else to love you. You're lovable just as you are. And yet, as coaches, mentors, teachers, parents, lovers, we're so concerned about not being enough that we forget that we are already enough. I know that for my life, I would be a lot better off if I would remember the simple fact that I'm breathing in and out, and who I am, and who I turn up as, and my personality, and in my way of being, is already enough. So I really want to hope and pray, and it's my invitation to all of us, because we're all a work in progress, to remember that we don't have to do anything to be enough as coaches, to be enough as human beings, to be enough as humans. We don't have to do anything more. We are enough as we are. Have a great night, everyone.